Hey everyone, you can't tell if this is daytime or nighttime because I'm just in the living room with the light on and the light kind of blurs out the daylight so you can't really tell. Anyway, it is daytime, it is morning, well no it's not, it's afternoon, 1:10, and I have just managed to get Oscar to go to sleep. He woke up at about 8, something like that, 8 o'clock, and he has been a bit of a nightmare since then. He was fussing, then he had a poo, and the poo went everywhere because he wouldn't stop moving, so it went all over his little chair thing because he was like twisting and turning and all that lot, putting his legs up and whatever, it all came out. Not all, but you know. Then it went up his body, then it went on to this mat thing that not a mat, like a sheet that we've got over the bed, like for when we're changing him and stuff like that, because he just turned over and he started crawling, so it was just like, and I was just like, oh my god. So I had to take everything off him, put him, and then when I was like getting his clothes off, he wet the bed. So it was just like, what is he doing to me? He's trying to kill me or what? So there was poo and pee everywhere, and then I just had to give him a bath. I gave up. I had to give him a bath because it was all up his body, all nasty, and I had to take everything off the bed, and that's gone into the wash. So that is, so I've had an interesting start to the day. It is, like I said, 1:10, and I'm just chilling. I've watched a couple of videos today, and there's this thing going around, the Momo challenge. And what the hell? Have you seen that face? So apparently it's a thing where you text a number on WhatsApp. I don't know the number. I'm not going to text the number. I'm not going to try and find the number. But you text a number on WhatsApp, and apparently some monster or whatever is going to reply to you and tell you to do all sorts of stuff. And if you're a kid, you're gonna believe this stuff probably, apparently, and it tells you to do stuff like slit your wrist or slit your throat or stab yourself or hurt someone else, and like take pictures to prove that you've done it and send it back to the number and weird stuff like that. And some of the kids apparently have been they felt pressured into doing it because they were given threats, like if you don't do it then something's gonna happen to your parents, or if you don't do it then like this is all gonna be sent to their mum and dad or police or whoever. So the kids felt scared, like they had to do it, apparently. It's just crazy. I don't know. It's not easy these days to control what your kids are watching and what your kids are doing on their phones, but I think the conversation needs to be had, right? You need to have that conversation with the kids and tell them that there are a lot of weirdos on the internet and numbers that you don't know. Don't talk to them because they're just trying to, like, I'm gonna tell Oscar when he's at an age where he can start using the phone properly or using the computer, I'm just gonna tell him that there are weirdos out there and this is what they want to do. They're gonna ask you to do stuff, they're gonna ask you to take pictures, and they're all weird monster people. Don't listen to them, don't do it. I'm gonna tell him that they can't find you, they're not gonna come to you, just ignore them and just don't do it. And hopefully, I'm going to try and be there as much as possible when he's using the computer or the phone or whatever. So he's not going to be alone when this stuff happens, because inevitably I think kids are going to come across this stuff. So yeah, I don't know, I'm getting to the point where the kids are so scared from like random messages on the phone or the computer. God, come on, like does no one talk to the kids and tell them that this stuff is going to happen? Ignore it, it's stupid. Anyway, Hillary's at work, she's coming home for lunch, I think, in a bit. And what? And this is going to be another one of them vlogs where I haven't got much to do because I can't do anything right now. I'm trapped in the house. This is my life these days. I'm trapped in the house because Oscar, he's not old enough to walk around and run around. Beijing's not the kind of city where it's convenient to take a baby outside, and it's not clean outside anyway, the air pollution or whatever. It's like, unless it's a perfect day, you're trapped inside. And perfect days in Beijing are few and far between. The weather is getting better for sure, but it's not good. Like yesterday I was coughing and clearing my throat all the time because the air pollution was bad. Hillary came back and now I'm heading out for a bit. Something weird just happened. The cleaner for the building, God, I thought I stepped in poo. The cleaner for the building saw me at the bottom of the stairs. I just came out the lift, and she said to me, "Oh, I haven't seen you for a long time." And I was just like, okay, because I don't ever remember seeing her before, so it's just kind of funny. one of those awkward things where it's like, yeah, I don't know you. Whoop, just found a bike, so a little bit faster. Anyway, yeah, it's one of those weird things. It's like when someone's waving at you in the crowd and you don't know whether to wave back because you're thinking that person could be waving at anyone, and you kind of like hesitate, and then you do a little wave, and then you realize that it was someone behind you, or you ignore them and then they get right up to you and it is actually you that they're waving at. Like this cleaner, she says to me, she's like, hi, and I was like, I didn't realize it was me because I thought, I don't know you. And she's like, I haven't seen you for a long time. And I was like, looking around like, yeah, me too, yeah. I guess I came out at a different time. I've come to a Starbucks for a bit just to chill, and probably gonna go back home in about an hour or thereabouts. Heather is at home now with Oscar, and I've just finished my coffee already. Not a lot to report. Something else I wanted to talk about real quick. I just watched a video on YouTube, and there's this guy who I've seen him talking about his various health conditions and stuff like that, and it just made me think, I must be an alien, or I'm very lucky or something, because I don't know how I've managed to live so long without, you know, having some kind of major health problem. I always hear people around me talking about how they've got this problem, that problem, and a lot of people just assume that everyone has a problem, you know. Oh yeah, just take this medicine because of this problem, or oh yeah, it's because of my like backache, or oh yeah, it's because like my, you know, ingrown toenail, or, you know, everyone, not everyone of course, but a lot of people around me seem to have these sort of chronic problems that they've just always had, and they just have it for ages, and or just like it's recurring, it comes every year or something like that, and it just makes me think, am I lucky, or am I some kind of alien or something? That I don't take any medicine for anything, and I haven't got any sort of problem, like body problem, that I'm accepting putting up with or whatever. I just don't seem to have any health problems that I know of, touch wood. I mean, I don't know of any of these health problems. I don't have any sort of conditions or aches or pains or weird thing or weird patch or whatever, but a lot of people around me do. So what about you? I'm asking you the question now. Are you someone who has any of these health issues, and what is it that makes you think people have these problems? I'm not on any kind of diet or anything, so I eat just as well or as badly as anybody else, as the average person. So my sleeping patterns are completely wrecked, so it's definitely not because I get lots of sleep. I don't know, I'm just curious about how and why I don't have any of these problems that a lot of people around me seem to just constantly put up with. Hey, so I was going to wait until I get home to record this on the proper camera, but then I thought, you know what if I get home and once again I have no time because of Oscar, and then I just end up not doing it, so I'll do it now in crappy quality, and that's how it's going to be. Yeah, so following on from what I was talking about before, about accepting stuff, whether it's a health issue or just an issue in general, not long ago, when I was leaving the Starbucks, I went to the toilet, and yeah, whatever, it's a toilet. So one of the urinals in there has been broken for over a year, and when I say broken, I mean when you stand in front of it, it pretty much sprays towards you, like the water, the flush. It's one of them ones where it sort of flushes twice, like flushes as you arrive and then flushes as you're leaving. And the first time when you stand there, it flushes right towards you, so the water is just going all over your crotch area and all over your jeans or your trousers or whatever you're wearing. So I figured out already not to use it. But then the other day, I don't know, when I came back from England after like half a year, I figured it's probably been fixed by now. So I went there once again to use it, and no, it hadn't been fixed. And it's the first one as you enter the toilets. It's the first one, so I know that I'm not the only person that's used it, and I know I'm not the only person that's been sprayed in the crotch with the water. But yeah, it's not been fixed. No one's fixed it. It's been over a year. And it seems like a small thing, but that's just like part of what I'm saying. people generally just accept too much stuff. Just accept it. It's broken, and we're just like, oh yeah, it's broken, and no one's like trying to fix it. I'm not that kind of person. When something's broken, or when something's not right, and if it affects me, and I have to deal with it every day, or like every time I go there, or every time I see whatever it is, I'm gonna say something. And anyone who's worked with me before, or studied with me, or been around me for any period of time knows that I'm not afraid of confronting something when I think it's wrong, or when I think there's a problem with it. So I find it quite interesting. I'm the kind of person that would I would kick it off the wall so that they can see the problem and fix it, rather than, you know, if I worked there, I tell you, if I was working in that building where the Starbucks is, like, because the Starbucks is in an office building, if I was working there, I would kick the toilet, kick the urinal off the wall, so that then they would see that there's a problem and have to fix it. I would kick it off the wall, make a flood in that bathroom so that they fix the problem. Because you tell someone, oh, the toilet's leaking, everyone's like, and? But I'm not, I don't know, I just can't accept these small wrongs. It's like when at my old work, the toilet door wouldn't close. And you know, I was working in a school, so there were kids and parents, and I don't want to, I mean, when I say the door wouldn't close, I'm talking like the main toilet door, the main door to the toilets wouldn't close. So anyone from outside washing their hands could just look straight in at the guys. And I don't know why it's always the men's toilets that have this problem. Anyway, so the door wouldn't close. It had a door, but it couldn't close. And I complained about it for about a month, like repeatedly, every team meeting. I told them, like, and everyone just laughed. It was just like, the toilet, oh, like as if it's a funny thing. I was like, well, you don't use the toilet because it's mostly women. And then so what I did one day is I just took the door off the hinge and left it down the hall. And then there was like no door. And then they had to fix it. I don't know. What about you guys? What do you do if you see something wrong, some kind of injustice or some kind of problem? Do you just accept it and say, oh, that's just how it is, yeah, it's always been like that, yeah, nothing we can do to change it, yeah. Or do you take it upon yourself to make the people in charge change the situation? Some people just want an easy life. Me too. But that includes having stuff that's supposed to work actually working, not just avoiding confrontation and dealing with crappy doors or crappy systems. Anyway, rant is over. I'm gonna go home now and see what's what. Catch you in a little bit. Found a bike. It's a squeaky one, but I'm riding it nonetheless. I'm quite liking these little random videos where I can just like talk about whatever the hell I want without thinking about, oh my god, it's a vlog, I need to do this and that. It's quite fun. And maybe if I can keep doing it like this, I'll have more freedom and I'll be able to actually do it every day, because I don't need to think about, oh yeah, this ain't interesting. Now I just don't care if it's interesting or not. I'm just going to do it anyway. And talk and talk and talk about crap. Oh, I'm going to die. I survived. Okay. Boo, apartment buildings. Right, I'm back home now, and Oscar is showing off his football skills, or his basketball skills, or his handball skills, or his whatever he's doing. I'm absolutely roasting hot. Oscar, how are you? Okay? Okay? No words? Just silence? No screaming like yesterday's video? No? Say something. That's it. Alright, I'm going to end it here. Got to figure out what to eat and try and get this one to go to bed or eat something or drink something or whatever. Right, Oscar? And Hillary's just been chilling. She's tired. I can see she's yawning. She's been with this one for the last 3 hours, 4 hours? I don't know. And he's been a bit of a nightmare apparently. So I'm here to take over for a little bit. What? On a vlog? I guess I'm going to say bye-bye. 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 I think that was a bye or a wave or something. Bye-bye. Okay, see ya.